Hello, everybody. I am Geode. I am your commentator for this game. We are watching the point of view of Mike Heth. I'm unaware of who our opposition is. I believe in the fourth seat we have Trunk. And beyond that, we shall find out as we go. It's a Spaceport Sigma. From this position, you can see that Blue's got a fairly good setup for getting the right side launch pad pretty early on here. We're playing 70% as well, which should be interesting with the bot in this game. So as of this moment in time, we have largely not a good setup for red. You could go for the left side launch pad, but if you do that, then you have to contend with orange bot for the entire game. The 4 and the bonus on the left is not very useful, simply due to the fact that Black has laid claim to that, and there's not much that can be done going in that direction. In terms of Purple's play, you just go for the bonus, the small maneuver corner bonus. And you get that turn 1, which is not something that the rest of the table is unable to actually pull off. And that is well played to them. Orange bot places back into that left side bonus and is going to just delete pretty much all of that material. White similarly is in a very rough spot overall. We can see
Geode.
Yes, sir. How goes it? Hello there, Mr. Evolve. So orange is going to be...
Some good here.
Pardon?
We got some good stuff here.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we're playing fixed 70 or prog 70 right now, so it looks like they're playing it like fixed, so I'm going to just presume that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fixed 70. Mike sent me.
Your title.
Okay. So Trunk is playing for the right side launch pad. Red is largely playing for the in-between bonus, which is quite close to orange. This is FFA Throwback Round 3. Red's getting fantastic dice, and then that I spoke, and yeah. White's in awful shape this game. I don't think they have chances to get much anywhere. It'll be interesting to see what happens once Red gets their bonus, though, because if they get their bonus, and before orange does, they could be in a very good spot. But similarly, they could end up in a position where they get locked into.
They gotta taste it.
Yeah, the bot's going to get their bonus in probably 2 turns. Well, yeah, I think 2 turns.
Have fun. I gotta go.
Yes.
Good luck.
Purple's coming off to a little bit of an early lead, but I don't think that lasts. It really depends upon... And white, despite having no clear position to go towards, maybe they're going to go for that launch pad next to red, between red and orange, which would be good for red's game. They're actually sitting as the troop leader, despite purple getting their bonus turn 1, which is... And they are moving out of red's way, which is quite nice for them. Orange bot is going to be a pestilence, though. Can orange win the bonus this turn? It looks like they can. So purple gets a bonus, black gets a bonus. Orange will get one here this next turn, which will cause some chaos. And not in white's favor. Blue gets their launch pad. And it's time for red to get their bonus as well. Everybody is super fragile, though. If somebody wanted to end somebody's game immediately off of jump here, that could be quite easily accomplished. Loses 1. I would end on that territory, but that's okay. Doesn't matter given they're putting their troops up on the top of that bonus. Probably expecting that white's going to play good neighbor with them. So, currently on troop counts, purple is leading by a healthy margin. Do they try and go and keep this board off balance? Because from their seat, they have a chance to go and create a position behind blue and maybe get that bonus of Kepler's deck. Or they could go into one of their neighbors of black or red. Or they could just take their own launch pad slowly, but I don't think the slow launch pad play is going to be it. I would probably just try and take it a little bit faster and knock out the 2 black territories to the right of the launch pad. But so we now see orange take their bonus, and that will be quite the issue for white to deal with as they start to lag behind in terms of troops. Blue and red, if they have a set on 3, I would encourage both of them to go and use it, just to keep from getting eaten. But given the positioning of red's troops on the left, it's unlikely that red could be gotten by anybody. It would have to be white, and white's not even set well enough up for that. Yep, white wisely moves out of the way of that, but that 6 is dead anyways if orange decides that they want that bonus. But it is white telling red, you have to guard your own stuff. Positionally, I honestly think that purple's going to be in the best spot for now, but long term it's going to get worse. I think white is actually in the best spot right now, or long term, if this lasts. But that's a question. Does blue allow white to go and establish a bonus behind them? And do they get it fast enough to not die? If I'm red here, I probably bulk up on the bottom territory of my bonus, a little bit on the top territory, and then use my 2 in the big bonus on the upper right, and use that for cards. Probably hitting purple for 1. Okay. Red burns a little bit of material in the bottom right bonus. Now, does purple just rest on their laurels and be content with the position that they've got? Or do you actually go and try and push the issue a little bit? No set on 4 for my Keth, which is unfortunate. If they don't get a horse, they'll probably be getting 2 inferior trades back to back, statistically speaking. If you're purple, you just take the launch pad now. Yep, taking launch pad. At some expense, but it's worth it. And now we see orange placing in their exteriors more than they do next to their bonus. And we're off to the races with that. But given this is a 70% game, we have to count on purple. Purple will not easily ever have this 70% simply because they have to go through to the left side and into black and red. That's going through 2 players is going to be too costly for them, I think. Same thing for blue. Whereas red actually has positions on all sections of the board, as does white. So white finally takes their bonus and sets in to do so. Roll the 3v1? Nope. Takes the guaranteed roll. Yep. And as a note, there is no stalemate rule for this tournament. So this could go on for a very long time. Are we trying to go and call off portions of the bot? Knock them under a bit? Maybe create an extra position for ourselves as black? But the thing is orange is currently on 5 cards, and they're going to set in. And those troops are almost certainly going to be going behind black. If you're wanting to take that position, just take it wholesale. And now red is the one weak on troops per turn. If not for that 2 on the right side, which they should be investing in, which they are now, they would likely be out of luck for cards as well, which is not ideal. Okay. Ooh. Purple makes a move, removing white from behind, from the trading zone, which makes it so that white will either have to just stay put, they'll have to go and hit blue, Or they will have to go and invest in the left side and get out from behind black. None of those are fun prospects. But staying put is probably the best one, although putting troops near black on the left side will long-term work out okay. It's just for how long. So, purple is essentially the halfway point of the map. So, if you go and remove blue from the left side of their center bonus, they will only be on the right side. If white gets removed from the left side near black, they will also be removed from that side. If you remove red 6 and a couple 1s, that's not going to be too hard to go and progress the game state into their favor. So I think odds are we're going to see orange die before the 70 gets run. But it is definitely unclear whether we're going to see things shake up where you have like half the board on one side and half the board kind of trapped. But troops per turn right now, troops-wise right now, black's in the best spot. Well, purple's probably a little bit better just off of early game advantage. Red doesn't have anywhere to progress to. Long term, black's going to try and mine out that left bonus. Whoa! Blue's just got shredded. Purple is making some moves here. And this is the fault of going and leaving orange back there black. You need to remove them. Otherwise, this is what happens. And now you're going to also be removed from the right side by purple here relatively soon. Or by red or blue just simply on accident. So, yeah. Short term, yeah, this is a very interesting situation because purple has definitely made some enemies here. They've removed white from a section, they've gone and removed blue and broken them, and deleted a ton of blue's material, so blue is weaker than the bot is right now. Do I necessarily think that blue's gonna die? No, but if white wanted to go and pick up the right side launch pad, they could have probably pulled it off here if they had a 10 set. Now if you're black, just kill the bot out of that corner. Stop playing footsie with it. It's just gonna keep adding there. It likes that side, it likes that corner. There goes black from that side of the map. So if black ever wants to get the 70, they have to go through purple. And a curious thing is that red has now taken up another split in the map, where the board splits in half right there as well. I would not be shocked if that ends up getting choked off. So, orange is now investing into that right bonus instead, which is in black's favor, because they're not dealing with more troops getting added into that zone. That having been said, there's still 11 troops there. And do you really want to feed the bot? And no set on 4 for red. Unfortunate. Quite unfortunate, in fact. White's playing their position as best they can, but if they lose that 20 stack, that's not going to be looking good for them. And red, despite never having a second bonus, is still largely either in front of the pack or keeping up with the pack. Which is quite nice for them. And yet again, black fails to go and remove orange simply due to just a crummy roll. But they do give white a card, at the very least. So orange bot will die next turn. So if you're red, you have a few different options. You can go and start trading cards with purple in between your two zones. You can invest a lot of troops into that right side. And now you're transferring troops to the bottom of your bonus. Interesting. I'm not too concerned about white or black breaking you there. But that does directly advantage your position. Given this is spaceport sigma, let us figure out what our 70% run actually would look like. Spaceport sigma is... I want to say like it is a 96 territory map, knocked down by 10 because of the blizzards. So, run that through a calculator. 86 times 0.7 equals... So, somebody needs to get 61 territories. The problem with that is that it is very unclear whether or how anybody here would be able to get such a large chunk of the board. Because in order to get through to the right side of the map, black has to smoke through a 43 stack just to be able to get to half of it, which is incredibly expensive. And to get to... White has access to both sides, but they don't have access to that upper right bonus, which means they're going to be largely enabled to go and improve that. Black is now improving to a second bonus. Which, if allowed to hold that, will long-term go and crawl into the lead. But again, not necessarily by enough to go and win this. Because they have to go through purple for it. And there's no cure for that. Blue kills the orange bot. So we are now down a bot. White has 2 bonuses. Blue has 1. Purple has 2. Red has 1. So slowly but surely, blue and red will fall behind in this. Of course, there is the world where blue could go and clean white out from behind them, but that is rather expensive looking. 10 set. At least you don't get the 4 set this time, red. You're keeping up, but not for long. Black is going to be climbing to probably a 50% lead over everybody else. Purple has been using their lead a fair bit, but largely that's not going to be favorable for them. Purple going and nuking blue out of that center bonus really hurts blue's game. It's something red could have done as well, but because that has happened, blue is now also an odd one out in terms of troop generation. So the value of the launch pads are 4, so given that, white's going to be getting 10, black's getting 12, purple's getting 8, and red is only getting 6, which puts them as the weakest link, but also probably the easiest one to go and survive this. But white gets another bonus. But purple will not have a run because they would have to smack through like 90 troops to get to the left side, and they'd have to smack through like 70 troops to get to the right. So what's going to end up happening is somebody is going to smack somebody else before this game ends. Yeah, this is almost certainly guaranteed to stalemate, barring some other thing coming up. And black has decided to go and deny white this position, and with it, white is likely to... That might end up being costly for black. But the thing is that if white goes and cleans black out from that left side, black simply just removes white from that position altogether. That is asking a lot. Black is asking quite a lot of white for even allowing that to remain there. Because simply by saying, okay, I get 12, you only get 6, that is asking far too much of white. I would seriously be considering going and doing a break because of that. Let white hold the launch pad. White holding that launch pad is actually pretty good for you. Because you have to... All roads for black roll right through purple. But... yeah. What I don't know... I kind of know how I play this as red. I kind of know how I play this as black. But... blue is in a position which I don't know how I would even try and rescue myself from. Because purple has made it clear that they're not going to allow you to hold much. I would just... yeah. Purple's going to invade behind and break blue. Purple is egging on a Sioux, which is not something you want to do. Because Blue has been given nothing to lose. White might take that right side launch pad, but after another turn or two, because there is but little else for blue to do but other than to go and just eventually smack purple for their behavior. And if I'm white, I would prefer to hold the bonus to getting cards, because 4 troops a turn is 4 troops per turn is far better than the odds of getting maybe like 2.3 troops or something like that for getting. Let's say best case, over 3 turns of generation of that, you get 12 troops. In the worst case, you're going to end up getting, in the best case scenario, you get 12 troops because you get a 10 set and you have the territory, a territory on the card, which gives you 12. That's best case. Any other scenario, you're losing troops to black. So, yeah. I don't think hitting blue here is... Well, it does keep blue kill guarded. That is a pro. So it could lead to a scenario where blue sues into purple, and purple's unable to get the kill even. Not that it really matters, because red actually goes beforehand, but yeah. So, of the lineup today, white is now stacking on blue. This is not going to end well for blue. They need... If they wait too long, they're just going to get their bonus taken by white. And white is getting mined out of the left side by black, which is something I kind of expected to see, but it is taking longer than I expected it to. Yep, that happened. Yep, there goes black, or white from the left side. So white is now stuck behind blue in a worse position than blue is in, somehow. And is purple going to eat a Sue here, or... Blue wants red to move out of that area, but where can red move to? Because blue holding that +8 is almost never going to happen on this board, simply due to purple. But where can yeah, this just ends up with them in the way of each other. You can move into purple, but why would you ever want to do that? So black currently is in a fantastic position. Blitzes those out of the way. Allows purple through. Interesting. Do we see purple go and take that bonus and give red the launch pad? Because I don't think that's a particularly good bargain for purple. But I don't think that's a particularly good bargain for red. I think that leaves both of them worse off for it. Legitimately. And purple's going, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, there's no maneuvering here, and black, long term, if this keeps going, will win this. Because at this point, with generating plus 16, they'll be able to go and mine out the area where red is. Just outright now. And eventually put enough pressure on purple that this is just game. There's not a whole lot that anybody can do here other than... Yeah, black has this pretty much locked down at this point. The only question is who gets what points? Trunk got points from simply getting the kill on the bot. Trunk and white probably would be better off if they killed each other than if they just continued playing this game. Red and purple probably should just try and survive this, though. But white can never go and kill blue because of red's kill guard on them. That's never a reasonable play for white to try. Which essentially keeps blue in this game forever. Unless red gives them up. Purple wants blue out of this game, though. That much is very clear. Yeah, black winning this game at this point is an inevitability. The question is who goes out first? And honestly, purple pushing the action here to go and get rid of white or blue or red would be very good for them because they are of the position in the board that they are. Black player has quite an advantage, and they should push it to just take the bonus right now. Just take it. Yes. Don't push it any further this turn, but yeah. After a couple more turns, you're going to be unable to be stopped. Next turn, move the 45 to the edge of your bonus. Yep. Torture purple. You're red, Yep, you take a card. Get rid of the kill guard, man. Because if in your current state, you want to go and not... Given the board is always going to... This board is always going to end with somebody getting killed. You are the person who might get killed if you don't let this happen. So I would just burn the kill guard. quite frankly. Yeah, purple long term. If I'm black, I try to go and eventually take the 70, but I would rather go and get some more kills first. Again, going back to our calculations on how many territories needed, it's 61 of the 86. Yeah, red just got fed there. Move the 45 forward. Yep. Now, I would have waited turn to do that as black, because it goes and weakens your troop count, which makes it possible for red to go and sue on you, and then somebody else actually clean up from this. But even so, yeah. This is a petition to ask somebody to kill blue before red. A better petition would have been to sue into blue completely. What's likely to happen here is purple's going to go to there, move the 76 over, and essentially to guarantee the kill next turn. Yep. Red is dead next turn. We probably should see white try and cash out blue as well. Although, given the situation, it might be better to just wait, given turn order. Because yeah, white doesn't have the troops for the kill, I don't think. But this is a ploy that kind of... Okay, white kill guards blue. So blue will not die before red. Red will go up before blue. Black goes and mines out even more of the board. Now sitting at 48%. Purple will kill red. And black should be able to get 2 kills out of this bargain. Maybe, if we're feeling lucky, white gets blue's kill. But red is dead. They set in. They probably tap purple. Or they just go and pass. But this is purple's game over if they take red's kill. It's just a question of whose kill happens first. Purple doesn't want to go out here before. I think purple would take this kill if there are 3 players on the board, or 4 players rather than 5. But doing it now is very risky. But given turn order, we could end up seeing, if purple did this, we could see white kill blue, and then we end up seeing black kill purple, and purple makes it to second place, or third, rather. So, it's not an entirely unsound play. At least from my point of view. Now, black, you just gobble up that left side bonus at this point. Just take another. Why would you let anybody hold that It's just take the bonus. You don't have the 70% yet, but just take the bonus and then stack on the center of that, and you just keep progressing things slowly but surely. Once you take that bonus, you probably... Oh yeah, you can also sit back and wait for a few turns after taking that bonus, but if you take that bonus, that's a kill guard gone, which makes it so that purple is very likely to get slammed as well. But purple's stronger than everybody else over here, so that doesn't necessarily go in their favor. But blue and red are the most likely people here to just get eliminated before their time, or before the end of the